What is up, guys? Poledoo here. Welcome back. Some more of our Shining Pearl Hardcore Nuzlocke. We are here in Canalave. We just got our sixth gym badge. But we need to head up this here library. Because Skundle told us so. Hey, Poledoo, over here, this way. Hello. Okay, Gramps, I brought Poledoo like I said, and now I'm out of here. Okay, I get it.
Everyone's finally here, listen up. You may have forgotten already, but I study the evolution of Pokemon. The more I study, the more mysteries appear and multiply. There are some Pokemon that evolve and others that don't. What makes them different from each other? Do immature ones evolve into ones that are more mature? If so, what do we make of the legendary Pokemon that don't evolve? Are we to assume that the legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh are complete as creatures? This is where you three come in. There is said to be a mysterious Pokemon in each of the 3 lakes of Sinnoh. If we can obtain data on them, it may shed some light on how the process of Pokemon evolution works. I need help from each one of you on this grand undertaking. Help me find these mysterious Pokemon.
What are you saying? I didn't get a Pokedex.
And who was it that bolted from the lab before I had a chance to give them one? But that's water under the bridge. Seeing Pokemon with your own eyes is important for you and becoming a better trainer too.
You can count on me. It'll help with my Pokedex too. There's just no Pokedex for you. Will you go too, won't you?
I have made all of you go. I would have made all of you go regardless. Now then, there are 3 lakes. Fortuitously, there are 3 of you. You should split up and investigate the lakes individually. Dawn, you go to Lake Barrett.
Will do.
Skundle, I want you to investigate Lake Acuity. That would take you almost to Snow Point City. The road there is harsh. I need a tough trainer to go.
Yeah, of course, Gramps. You know how to call it. You can tell I'm the hotness.
Now that leaves Poledoo with Lake Valley. The lake is between Verestone and Pastoria, if memory serves. Has it stopped? Are all of you unharmed? Let's go outside, but be careful. I'm concerned about the city.
Sure, we're fine.
Hurry along, but beware of aftershocks.
Ain't nothing wrong. I do feel like the shake is far less violent. I don't know, I remember it being like super intense shaking in the DS game.
Well, that tremor, that was a natural occurrence.
Hello. Hey, old dude and kid, something big just happened. They're saying there was a huge explosion in Lake Valor. Kaboom! Like that. Thank you, random sailor.
That Skundle can't sit still. I'm worried about Lake Valor. However, I have no idea what's taking place. You must find out. Before you go, I can't stress it enough. Don't get in over your head. We'll try to join you as soon as we inspect Lake Barrett.
You'll be okay, won't you? Probably. Beforehand, let's go. We need to go to Eterna City. We need to go get some berries. I didn't do that beforehand. We got citrus berries that should be fully grown. Yeah. So this should be plenty enough citrus berries for the rest of this run. Granted, we only have 1 Pokemon using berries at this point. So, should be plenty. We got 4 on that one. 4 on that one. And then we want to fly Veilstone, which kind of works. I think trainer-wise, the other way is much safer. But I used the Eterna City Berry Patch, and then I used this Berry Patch down here as well. Yep, and these are all fully grown too. Alright, and that is all of those picked. Let's see, how many citrus berries do I have at this point? 28. Yeah, that should be plenty enough. Actually, is there an item down this way? Guess not. Okay. Run away from you. Okay. Oh! Oh, barely dodging you. Okay, we know this guy's a spinner. Come on. There we go. Took him long enough. But of course, random encounter. Nice Geodude. Who do we have up front? It's probably still Franklin. Oh, yeah. Oh, do we heal? Looks like it. Okay. It's like, oh no. I might need to go heal. Since we're going up on. We got Saturn. Which I don't remember much of Saturn. I must go to the pile of Magikarp. HD Magikarp pile. Jeez. Alright. Oh, hello. This one is actually a trainer. Okay. The one at the start wasn't. So I was like, oh, are there no... I thought there were. I know there are. Our level cap right now, I believe, is 42. I think that's what we looked up last time. So we have plenty of wiggle room that I'm not really worried about, honestly. Let's go Litleo. It's like, I don't know what I should switch in. I feel like I'm just gonna get confused raid. And I'm gonna be upset regardless of what happens. Inner focus is whatever. Screech. Oh, okay. I much prefer that. Okay. You just hit him with a Thunderbolt. Ah, yes. Right, and a Krogan. I should be fine to just Thunderbolt. Yeah. Okay. 38 for Litleo. And there we have it. Phenomenal power. I guess. But, stuck on every little corner. Let's see here. Do we want to continue leading with Franklin? Again, I don't, other than, like, Bronzor, but I think all of them have Bronzor. I'm just, like, this is a Bronzong guy from Renegade Platinum that caused me so many issues. Let's lead, no, let's lead Razor Brand. I don't know what else he has. The mission is proceeding without a hitch. The boss should be pleased. Everything is for everyone and for the good of Team Galactic. Hello, I recognize your face. You're the child who raided the Team Galactic building in Eterna City. Jupiter should be ashamed of herself being beaten by a child like that. But anything and anyone who opposes Team Galactic must be crushed. Even the very thought of opposition will not be tolerated. Alright, Catboy. His smug ass face. Something about, like, him in 3D. He's, like, one of the few 3D models that I do not... Oh, hello. Do not like. Kadabra versus Kadabra. Hello. 35. Okay. Psyshock, I guess? Because I'm kind of afraid to swap on a Kadabra. What are you setting up for? What did you rain down? Okay, now I'm worried. I was like, Saturn should be no problem. What does he have? Oh, is it just dry skin Toxicroak? Is that it? Get out. I was legit worried. Unless there's something else that makes use of this raid. But I think it's just for dry skin Toxicroak. 38. And there's the damn Bronzor. No, okay, Saturn's a joke. Got it. He had me in the first half. He did. Okay. I was wondering how much we would do, and we do. Okay, good thing it's a Bronzor and a Bronzong, otherwise we would have died. Let's go into Argon. We can eat that payback, no problem. If Kadabra took it that well, oh yeah. Delicious. Shadow Ball. Oh, you lived. Okay. More payback, that's fine. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna do a little more since I hit him this time. Oh, that was a crit. How dare you. Hex. No heals? No heals. Alright, Hex. There we go. Alright, yeah. Saturn's a joke. It's fine. Argon 36. Oh, II is like right there to 38. Franklin almost 39. Argon wants to learn Destiny Bond? No. You, my friend, are tough. I can see why you defy us so. Can you? Alright, what are you gonna do about it? Even I, a commander, only managed to buy us time. But that's fine, a child like you will never be able to stem the flow of time. Team Galactic will take the 3 legendary Pokemon of the lakes. With their power, we will create an entirely new universe. By now, Mars should have captured the Pokemon of Lake Verity. Okay, so I think we do have to make a pit stop to Lake Verity. Yes. Bless the flags. For my forgetful ass. I have, yeah. Our blue bike. And in we go. Oh, wait. Oh.
Ah, poledoo, what timing? Those Team Galactic scoundrels are after the legendary Pokemon. Gotta help God.
Okay, but like, you're just gonna, okay. There is a double battle right here that I don't have to do because you can talk at an angle, but we'll do it. We'll do Franklin and, you know what, Franklin and the Tube. Especially the Earthquake flying type combo. Watch, they're both gonna lead with flying types. I'm just gonna be sad. It's gonna be like the Dustox Beauty Flag duo or Zubats. Wait, oh, you have 3 mods each? Okay. No flyers. But that guy having a Suicune makes me think he's gonna have one. Intimidate. Let's see, hit him with that Earthquake. And... honestly, D-Dance. Get greedy. Team Galactic doesn't evolve their Pokemon, really, so we can afford to get a little greedy. Glameow down. You know, I was D-dancing, I was like, okay, yeah, I can just bulldoze, but that's gonna hit Franklin. Franklin should be able to take it. Synthesis? No. I'll keep Leech Seed. Arden. Stunky. EQ. That'll definitely kill the Stunky. At +1, it just used Harden. So, I mean, the Suicune will probably die. If we Waterfall, just to make sure, the Quick Claw. Sucker Punch! How dare you? Yep, the Harden actually made the Silcoon live. Alright, the tube of 37. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think we have... Okay, I don't think we have anything for ice types on this team. Not really. But also, it's not going to matter a whole lot, unfortunately. Or fortunately, however you want to look at it. Oh, double Glameows, okay. I'm going to bulldoze this one. Just in case the Earthquake didn't kill, we're hitting both at the very least. Making Franklin slower, he's already slow enough. It don't matter. If the Quick Claw want to pop, then the Quick Claw can pop too. But yeah, from what I can remember, Snow Point Gym is not very icy for being the ice-themed gym. Ah, there's the Golbat. Razor Leaf and Waterfall were +1. I don't know if we'll kill. We do. Okay. Without +1, I don't know if we did. Losing was a part of my job too. I feel better by saying that. Oh. Poor guy. Okay. Well. Same as the first. Earthquake, Gyarados combo. Do you guys have 6 mons? No. Thankfully. Stunky. Oh, but you do have a flyer. That's fine. I'm still gonna hit Earthquake. And we'll just Waterfall the Beautifly. And I would think it kills? 31? Yeah, it's a Beautifly. Let's see. That it do? Right, we're nearing the 40s. We're getting there, actually. Okay, I said we had plenty of wiggle room. I'm starting to get worried now. Though we do have, you know, all the backups. The B team at the ready. Even though they are fairly low level at this point. The double Glameow again. Okay, I like it. A Waterfall one. I think we should be fine to not bulldoze. Oh, now, yeah, now Earthquake single target. And Franklin getting to 40 for a little extra boost on it. 8 levels higher, stab, yeah. There we go. Litleo 39. So yeah, we only have 2 levels left for Franklin. But again, it is an ice gym, so like Franklin probably doesn't even really want to be there. So that's fine. Rugly. Oh, hello. Thank you for the Hyper Potion, II. Let's lead with the tube. Hello. That face, it brings back bad memories. I'm talking about the Valley Windworks. I caught a whole lot of trouble for that little incident. What's with that look on your face? You do remember me, don't you? Fine, whatever, I'll tell you who I am again. The question marks. I'm Mars, one of Team Galactic's commanders. How cute. You two think you can save the day in your little game of hero. Not a chance, not even a teeny one. You're all going down. Alright, rematch time. We're leading with Golbat. Okay. Do you have the U-turn still? I'm kind of banking on it. That's fine. 37. I'm gonna D-dance. Uh-oh. That's what outsped me. So, I want to say we should be faster now. I mean, thanks to, but there goes that. We're no longer really in a dire situation. Alright. I mean, we're poisoned again, so sure. The tube, 38. I do actually, I maybe should look to see if there is a not horrible way to get rid of happiness. Though I do need to switch, though. Let's go into Litleo for Intimidate. And if nothing else, maybe for the Elite Four, we'll go ahead and try to remove all the happiness. Growl. Okay. So at the very least, the arguably most important part of the game is not being hacked out, you know. Citrus. Though, that is also the one part of the game that I think the affection happenings would be probably the only place where they could be hyped. So it's like give and take, I don't know. We have a berry of our own. Aha! Let's go, Litleo. A bite. Okay. I 39. Let's learn Nasty Plot? No. No. Although, like, if I really think about it, baton passing Nasty Plot, even though I has no use of it, for it himself, it could be a thing. Sub up Nasty Plot. That at that point, then it would ruin my whole moveset to do that. And would it come in handy? Maybe, again, we're talking about the Elite Four. Maybe for the Elite Four. I don't know who. The flinch, let's go. Breakthrough. Yes. Alright. Mars is down. That crit didn't matter. Gyarados would have been close to death. I don't think Gyarados would have died. Had we not shaken off the poison. It would have been turn 2 of Toxic. We have enough HP that we, I think we would have been clothed, but we should have been still alive. First it was the Valley Windworks, and now it's Lake Verity that I owe you for. This should be happening to a Team Galactic member. Calm down, Mars. I've done all my part in this. My mission was to transport the Lake's Pokemon to our HQ. That's right. I accomplished my mission without a problem. Team, we're pulling out. The boss is waiting at the HQ. The Pokemon of the 3 lakes are connected somehow. Thanks to Saturn's grandstanding at Lake Valor, a cavern appeared here. It was the cavern where the Pokemon Mesprit slept. Mesprit appeared too, probably to go help its friends. That worked out well for us. It was super easy to catch. So now we've got them all. Mesprit, the being of emotion, Azelf, the being of willpower, and Uxie, the being of intelligence. Now that we have all 3, you can look forward to what Team Galactic has in store for them.
I see. So this also occurred at Lake Valor. Our legendary Pokemon was taken away by Team Galactic. Both of you went up against full-fledged criminals. The fact that you're unharmed is reason enough to celebrate. But what about Lake Acuity? Is Skundle safe?
Only one way to find out. But before we do any of that, the climb up there, and probably Candace, I would imagine. Will be next episode. Should be able to do both. But we have not gotten our Mount Coronet encounter. Let me heal real quick. Alright, all healed up. we are going to make a stop in Jubilife TV. Because the Mount Coronet encounter. That's what we're going to be doing right now. We're setting that up. Hey. My mind just stopped working. I was like, we're gonna try our luck at the lottery. That's what I was trying to say, and none of those would come out. 56 1. Does that match anything? I don't really care if it matches. I'm sorry, you didn't get a match. But now that we've played the lottery, and we know what our lottery number is, we're going to fly on up to Celestic. I think this is probably the best way to get where I want to get. While I'm here, I guess I could, like for mid-healing, herbs are bought here, right? From you? Maybe not? I thought you bought herbs here. Oh, I got black glasses. Wait, black glasses. Does he give random glasses? I got choice specs from this guy in Diamond. Huh. Okay. Let me talk to you. You're... Well, now that I think about it, I don't even really know where to buy the unhappiness. You know what? I'll search it, because maybe for like mid-healing we can use the herbs. We'll do something. I don't know. Oh, it's an Eterna. Really? Okay. East of Team Galactic's building. So this should be the herb shop. Yes. Okay. Status conditions. Energy powders. It's energy root, 120. We haven't really bought any potions at all, really. So, sure, those can be our out-of-battle healing. Make an attempt to fight it off. So, I don't really... I don't know the last time I actually used a potion outside of battle. 8 repels. Okay. That should be enough to get us where we want to go. We will be getting our Mount Coronet encounter. We just gotta get through... There's an item there. Do one of those. Might as well see what this item is real quick. Oh, rock polish? Okay. I don't know if we'll ever make use of that. But it being a TM at the very least is nice. What do we got here? Escape rope. Cool. Okay, and yes, use another one. Alright. There's an item down here, we might as well. It's what, 2 rocks? Oh, it's red candy. Worth it. Alright. Down in here we go. This is where we want to be. Grab this. Bag of Stardust. Okay. Surf out. And let's see. We can immediately make this happen. Right here. Fish it up. Might take a bit. Or maybe. We'll see. We're rolling dupes claws. We have a barboach. We got money bags. Still dupes. I also put II up front because I don't know if the intimidate thing works for fish or not. Okay, I'm either we're getting unlucky or we need to go 1, 2, 3. Shit, let's see. 4, 5, face this way. Survey says. No nibble. Okay. And survey says. Magikarp. Come on, man. I know you're here. Okay, I might have been one tile off. Let's see. Oh, that's a Marmode. Come on. Okay. Maybe the first tile we tried was better, but let's see here. We're gonna go out here. Okay. 1. Fish. Try this one. Maybe we'll have better luck. Or maybe some of I miss. There we go. Maybe I misaligned myself somewhere. There we have it. Now, wonder what nature we got. I definitely can't attack this thing. Or it's gonna net ball. I think we got the minimum level. I think it could be 10 to 19, kind of like the Magikarp here. We got 10. But there we go. Feebas is our Mount Coronet encounter. It eats anything, so it can live, even live in polluted streams and lakes. No one pays any attention to it. Sag. Male Feebas. No one loves you. I was trying to see if I could think of like what's a character, like a male character, like he's forgotten. But also, most of those are just like, this is just character. Why does that look wrong? No, that's right. I can't think of anything, and then there's like, oh, there's characters I hate, but I don't want to name it after something I hate. So Sausage. Let's have a look at Sausage. Gentle, Swift Swim. Okay, I'm curious. Feebas. Sarah B. What does Swift Swim turn into? Because it's Swift Swim or Oblivious. Swift Swim becomes Marvel Scale. Okay, now that's good and bad, right? Good in the sense that if we're status, which I think, do we have access to a burn orb before post-game? I feel like we might. I don't remember. But with the affection thing, it would be shaken off. But of course, evolving it requires Berry. Which I will gladly do. But there we go. We got ourselves a Feebas and some light clay. But okay, that is pretty much going to be it. I know there's an item right over here. Max Elixir. Right this. There's a few items in here. I want to say there might be a rare candy in here. And that would be worth picking up. Keep the rappel going, just for ease. Is it this? Or is there like a hidden item? If there's a hidden item rare candy, we're never gonna find it. Oh, soft sand. Well, that kind of works if we ever use the good old hippo. Alright, let's just, yeah, I'll use another one. Let's go ahead. Oh, hello. Okay, that not a rare candy. Does start with R though. Does the item way down here? Maybe there's a rare candy here in Platinum, too, and not Diamond and Pearl. I don't know. Full restore. Let's see. Yes. Aha! I was like, if there is a rare candy in here, and if it's hidden, it's either on the rocks at the top or the bottom left. And HP up between them. Alright. Well, there we have it. We'll wrap up right here. We'll be picking up immediately around 216. Get our ice encounters. I think there's, what, 216 and 17? I had Okay Earth open. Yeah, 216, 217, and, like, Acuity. And then Snow Point City actually has no encounters. Never mind. So there's 3. We actually have all 3 encounters guaranteed because I killed the Metatite earlier. If we had that Metatite, one of them would be an underground encounter. But since we don't, we'll get a Sneasel, a Snover, and a Metatite or Metacham, whichever one pops up first, as our 3 encounters heading out to Snow Point. And hopefully everything working well enough, we should be able to take on Candace in one fell swoop. But that is going to be it. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.